EA released this later than normal, and on the plus of this, they have also made mistakes. So some of these tokens we've already got. So if you redeemed them, get it done as quickly as you can, because they're going to give you them back, or maybe some other tokens on top. So you're essentially getting 3 free tokens, if that makes sense, because then you can put them into any SBC you want. It's obviously token related, and they give you them back. So it's something to really do. So basically, I'm going to show you how to do that. So these ones are going to be assist 7 crosses with Canadian players in semi-pro difficulty on squad battles or in rivals, and finesse 6 shots with Dutch players. If you don't know what finesse is, it's shoot while holding down RB or R1 on your controller. You can get both of those two done in the same game, in one game. The next one's going to be a little bit more difficult. It's going to be win 6 games on squad battles or rivals again on semi-pro. 6 Belgian players that are World Cup players. And the same for Portugal, which just play 5. You can rubber band or whatever you want to do. You might not be able to get these two done as quick, but I recommend getting these two done at least as fast as you can. Because if EA do fix this and they give you compensation, you're going to get yourself 4 tokens if you do these two, because you get this token plus that token. Then you'll get another 2 on top. So it's really something to consider doing if you're looking to maybe do an extra pack or anything like that. So in terms of how this is going to work, I always set it to semi-pro. If you're worried about your squad battle points and you don't want to lose any points, the best thing you can do is basically select the top team. So don't select the team I selected. Select this featured one. Yes, they are a little bit harder, but you guarantee yourself 1,600 points for no effort at all. Then you want to basically put yourselves 1 Canadian player on the wing, or if you've got more, I don't know if I have any others, then put them on the wings. And you just keep spamming the crosses until you've got 7. Just count along or write down somewhere while you're doing it. Let's have a look if I've got anybody else. So we'll just put Alphonso Davies there. Doesn't really matter about chemistry. And then finesse with the 2 Dutch players. Obviously, you have whatever Dutch players you have. It doesn't really matter too much in your team. But very, very straightforward there. In terms of tactics, if you're going to do this on rivals, what I'd probably recommend doing is, if I go to tactics here, is you're going to want to play this system here. So you want to have yourselves on 60 depth, balanced, about 60 width, 40 depth. Then you want to have balance again. Direct passing, match your width with the top one, so 60-60. 5 players in the box, 2 on corners, and 2 on free kicks. In terms of formation, you're going to be looking for the 4-2-2. And the reason being is instructions. So your first striker is going to be on default, get it behind default. The exact same for your other striker. Your left mid or cam is going to be come back on defense, but get into box for crosses. And the same for your right cam and left cam. They're going to be exactly the same there. Come back on defense, get on the box, default. Your CDM is going to be cut passing lane, stay back while attacking, cover center. Those 3, make sure they are selected. And the same for this one as well. Again, obviously, this, of course, this is for squad battles. For rivals, not squad battles. And then you want to have stay back while attacking, but overlap. And the same for this one, and overlap. And if you don't want to have players in certain positions, just go back to this formation screen here. Press Y or triangle, and you can move them around. So we need crosses. We're going to put the Canadians on the side. And then we have our 2 strikers up front that are from Netherlands. Then you have this up. If you want to know how this works, I'll explain it now, but let's have a word from today's sponsor first. Are you tired of playing sweat teams like this? Make sure you go to Alt Nice, select foot 23 coins, choose which console and how many coins you'd like to buy, select your payment method, and don't forget to add code NANIC for 6% off on all orders. So the beautiful thing about this system is your 2 strikers are going to be sat on the halfway line the whole game. When you don't have the ball, they're going to be sitting there waiting for the counter attack. Your left mid and your right mid, or left cam and right cam, are going to come back in defense to make you a 4-4-2 flat. So 2 banks of 4, making you very, very hard to break down. Once you get the ball, your left mid and right mid will instantly run up the field with these 2 players here. What I like to do is have, obviously this team's a bit different, but I like to have 2 box-to-box midfielders here, really high defensive stats, but really good at passing and moving with the ball, because it essentially works out to be a little triangle on your right and a little triangle on your left in terms of attacking. So you've got yourself 2 banks of 3 attacking forward, and then you can link up and combine different sort of directions or whatever you want to do with passing. The reason why your left back and your right back are going to be stay back while attacking and overlap, and this is because if they see the player, say for example your opponent is attacking, their left back and right back move forward or out of position, the AI will realize this and push them forward. As soon as they move back, their defenders move back into position, they will turn around and attack. So again, you have yourself another triangle of attackers. So you have the right back, the cam, and the CDM, or right mid, sorry. So you have these 3 players here. Once I can select them properly, as you know how EA works. These three players here, Berghuis, Buchanan, and the right back, all link, and the same for the left-hand side. So if you're playing small triangles around this every single time, it's going to be so difficult to break you down. But like I said, if it's changed by the time you're seeing this, and I'm sorry you didn't see this beforehand, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss a future video, and I will catch you in the next one. See ya.